What is up? Red Nation Blogger here. Brooklyn, Milwaukee, 7-game series, which is what I initially thought going into the series, but I didn't think it would be this way. I thought that the series would be, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, and then 7, but instead it was 2-2-1, and it's 1 tonight. I have to say, though, I do feel like if James Harden and Kyrie Irving never got hurt and both teams were fully healthy, I do honestly feel like Brooklyn probably would have swept these guys. I mean, you can see tonight that Brooklyn clearly misses a player like Kyrie Irving, somebody that's going to go out there, come hell or high water, and just score. Just shoot, just score, not going to worry about nothing else, just tunnel vision, him in the basket. This team was a perfect balance of all those guys. And, you know, James Harden and KD can do a lot of heavy lifting, but when James Harden not 100% and KD, he was uncharacteristically turning over the ball. The Nets had like 14 turnovers, I believe. When he went to the bench, he had 7 of them. James Harden had 4 of them. Him and KD, again, when they went to the bench, because the game is still going on as I make this video, but when they went to the bench, James Harden and Kevin Durant had combined for more turnovers than the Milwaukee Bucks did at the entire game at that point. So, just not a really good performance. James Harden looked a little bit better, but he's still not bursting to the rim. He's still not really going to the rim with authority and with conviction. He still looks like he's kind of laboring. It was a play on a fast break, I believe in the first half. He stripped Giannis. He was about to go. He had a fast break opportunity, had numbers, and he literally stopped and walked it up the court because he just did not trust the hamstring and didn't want it to go. So he's still like probably about 40-45%, but you know, he still played well. He missed some shots late in the game, tried to looked like he was trying to draw fouls instead of like just trying to score, and that kind of irritated me. It was also some things he was doing where he did this even going back to Houston, like he spends so much time trying to get like the perfect switch or the perfect matchup, and I'm like, dude, just attack who's in front of you. I talked about this with Utah in the previous video. Just attack who's in front of you. Stop trying to get a switch. Stop trying to get a switch all the time. NBA teams, they switch so much. It is ridiculous. Like stop trying to get screens and get a switch. Just attack the guy that's in front of you because you're wasting so much of the shot clock trying to get into the perfect switch, and then now you got 3 seconds to operate. You frantic, and now you throw some BS. So like they gotta stop the switching. What else I want to talk about? Giannis was solid tonight. Pretty much Giannis' performance. Didn't attempt the 3-point shot. I like that. He did attempt some mid-range shots. I think he was like 1 of 1, 1 for 2 outside of the paint. But he was really dominant inside. He did what he had to do. Jeff Green wasn't as good as he was in Game 6. Middleton was unbelievable. Last time I looked, he had like 32, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. He was unbelievable. He was efficient. Every time Brooklyn got within 6 or 7 points or 5 points, Middleton hit a big 3 or drew a foul to get 3 free throws. So, you know, he was solid tonight. Jrue Holiday is settling for too many jump shots. I remember watching Jrue Holiday going back to Philadelphia. Jrue Holiday is a really, really good player. And I just feel like in Milwaukee, he's kind of taking too much of a back seat, and he doesn't have to. Like, get yours. If you get yours, Giannis doesn't have to do so much. Middleton doesn't have to do so much. But I feel like he's deferring. He took 9 3-pointers today and made 1 of them. I don't understand what he's doing. What else? Both coaches have shortened up the rotations. Both coaches playing 6, 7 guys. Nash is playing like, you know, I think he's playing Shamet off the bench and Bruce Brown. They played like 4, 5, 6 minutes. Mike James got a little burn early. The Bucks, they play 6 guys. Bobby Portis isn't playing at all this series. Brent Forbes is out there for cardio for about 3 minutes. Pat Connaughton was probably his only really reliable bench source that he used tonight. And I can understand why. Pat Connaughton really good at fitting in and doing his thing. So that was but other than that, this game, to me, this series just doesn't feel like playoff intensity. Like, even going back to Game 6, I was like, KD was hooping, and I was like, Brooklyn it don't feel like nothing's at stake. Like, when you even watching a little bit of the Utah and the Clippers series, it feels like something's at stake. When you watch the Hawks and the Philly series, it feels like something is at stake. That series, the Hawks and the Philly, is the most intense one of the second round. I mean, Phoenix and Denver was more intense, and that was a sweep. That series wasn't even necessarily competitive, and that series seemed like it was more at stake than like this Brooklyn and Milwaukee series. It doesn't seem like anything is at stake. It just seems like both teams are just out there doing the job, and I mean, that's fine, but it just doesn't seem like anything is really at stake in that series, and I can feel it through my TV. I don't really feel the intensity of playoff atmosphere. But that's all I got tonight. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for watching.